Dan Moskal here, and we are going to look at AWeber and customizing your web form, your email collector. This is a way you can get website visitors' contact information or their email address. And we're actually working on a client's site here. Jolie Moskal, she is a mental health counselor in the Columbia, South Carolina area. And you can see here's our current web form. We're going to go ahead and just make a new one, and we're going to make a custom web form. And then in the next video, make sure you check out the next YouTube video, because we are going to show you how you can test these two web forms to see which one converts, which one gets more emails, because that's so vitally important. Alright, so we are going to start with kind of a blank template, or we're going to go ahead and use like a template. This is like the default. That's probably the easiest. We'll actually just stay right here, just with the default one. So sign up for Jolie's newsletter below. Now we're going to look at some advanced things when it comes to customizing your form, because there's so many options. If you have any specific questions, finish watching this obviously first, but let me know and I'll be happy to help you. We're going to change the font to Verdana font. We're going to also center it, and then we are also going to change the size. Try 30. We'll try 24. That doesn't look very good. We'll just keep it at 18. We're going to put this in the sidebar. I also recommend that you put a collector down at the bottom. So we're going to change the color on this one. We'll put this one in kind of purple. My mom's a big fan of pink and purple, and if you didn't notice, that is my mom's website, Jolie Moskal. She's a great woman. Alright, so let's see how this looks. Let's change the background. We're going to make just the background, or you can pick no color, or you can make it white. We are going to do no color because it'll show up white, because that's what our background is already. If you have something else, though, make sure you change that. So header, we did no color. I'm sorry. We're actually going to set that as white, because this by default must have a gray background. Oh, I'm sorry. We just have to change that from a different spot. So we went down to the body. This is where you can actually change different things specifically. And this little advanced button, click on that to check out some more things. But we're going to change it from here. Boom, there. We made it all clear. So here's the plan. We are going to stay with the header here. It looks like there's a little bit of extra space from the top to the bottom, and that's changed by these things right here. So we're going to do one, and this is the padding left to right. We'll keep that as is. Here's what we are going to do. We're going to grab this color. I think it had a yeah, there's the number. That's what we want, because we want this color to also be our submit button, and I'm going to show you that here. So we're going to go down. You can also edit these things directly by just clicking on the edit button. You could change sign up now. We'll leave it as is, because we have sign up now on the current one, and we want to test and see what works best. But here's where we're going to change the color. It's right up here at the top. We're going to change it from that blue over to the color that we have obviously in the header. You can see. We're going to center it. And if you want to put in a button image, like a, I don't know, an arrow or something, you could do it here. Some of these other templates have some little buttons that you can use. This is the size. We're going to make it, I'll do 18. And links, this one I'm assuming it's this stuff. I usually X this out. We'll test, to be honest, we'll test if that, like, some no spamming, and I think a no spam, saying something about, we're not going to spam you, will help no matter what you're collecting your email addresses for. Oh, the other thing we like to do is make it as easy as possible and take out the name. Inputs, this is this right here. You can select advanced. See how it turned to yellow when we click on it? And here's another one just to compare it. This is one of the default ones, but you click on it and it changes. I think that's kind of cool. I like the one that's currently on there. Yellow is fine. We're just going to leave it because you can spend 3 days creating forms. So basically just get to a good enough point. And then this is where you can change the size of where you're asking for their stuff. And we'll go ahead and just leave that big. Labels, this is, I'm sorry, that's the email where it says it right there, so just so you can see. That's the labels. What was it set at? We'll keep it at 14. Body. This is what I wanted to fix. It still looks like there's a lot of space between the header and the email. I like it just kind of compacted, personally. So that's how we'll do that. And then here we're going to go back to the form type, and this gives us our width. The width on our website, we're going to make it, I think it's about 265 that works and fits in best. So we're just going to type that in. Header, we're going to make this typing just a little bit bigger because it looks slightly small. Man, I don't like the way that if we unbold it, we will underline. I think that's underlining and clear or white. We'll I guess we'll leave it like that. So that's the header. We've got that. Oh, if you want to, the padding might also help. So for example, we'll change it to 24. Oops. Maybe. 24, we'll put bold in. And this is how we're going to fix this, by changing the padding too. So if you don't want them both to change, click on this button and it'll prevent them both from changing. So you could put 20 and that other side will stay 2. But that's probably not the best example to look at. Anyways, play around with some of these options. I want to put just a little bit of extra padding underneath it so it looks a little bit more like a box or square, and we have to click that. And then I'm going to also, we'll just leave that as is. So boom, that's kind of our form, and this is what we're going to do last thing. So back to the form. Whoops, sorry. It's the body section rather. We want to put a little border around it. Like this one has a white, you can see the checkered border. We're going to put that on. So I think that makes it stick out just a little bit more. We'll do it in black. And I kind of like the dash. Tell me what you like below. Please leave a comment. And then here's the kind of the golden step. We'll actually keep that in purple. That makes a lot more sense to outline it in purple. So save your web form. And then we have to go to step 2. Now this is just for our purposes. We're going to put in sidebar purple 2. And we're going to test this one I'll show you how we're going to test it in the next one, but these are some of just the other options. Thank you page, already subscribed page. You probably know how to do this if you're looking at customizing your form. And then we just grab this JavaScript, cut it, and then you just paste it into the widgets, and we'll just go ahead and show you in case you can paste it in anywhere. If you're using like simple hooks, you can paste it in there. Whoa, I don't think we hit save. Well, that's strange. Oh, we're putting that's at the bottom. I'm sorry. Here, I just want to show you and just feel a little foolish at not showing up. So boom, we've got that there. You can see the width's a little off, and here when you make things, this is kind of a key aspect. So that was sidebar purple 2. We're going to just go in and edit it, and as you can see, it's not totally centered. One of the cool things is we can just literally just shrink it down a little bit. We can just type that in too, but we went from 265 pixel to 260, hit save web form. Now watch, it's going to go ahead and update it automatically on our website. See? Now it looks a little bit better, it's a little bit more centered. So we are going to make another video here, and we're going to test this form against this form. And AWeber's so cool, they give you a very easy way to do that and tell you what's converting the best. So I'm going to show you through that. Walk you through that process here in the next video, but that's probably the most crucial, critical thing to email marketing and like success is actually getting your contacts emails. Like you have to have a list in order, you have to have people interested in your information in order to send it to them. And so anyways, this is Dan Moskal. Visit danmoskaluniversity.com. I've got a free 25-page PDF report about SEO. It's an SEO training. It shows you exactly what I do. It's the 7 golden steps to shower in search engine traffic, and I'm giving that to you 100% free. It's over at danmoskaluniversity.com. We've got a bunch of great articles over there, and check out our YouTube channel. Please comment below. Leave any specific questions you may have. I'm here to help. And please like this video and share it with your friends and family. Have a great afternoon.